What's going on, everybody? Griff here, Jeff behind the camera. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you guys about a combo that I think is one of the sickest combos at doing what I specifically wanted to do, and that's going to be the 110 stick. Megabass P5 Destroyer 110 stick paired with the Alderbaran BFS.
Wow.
All right?
Okay, so BFS fishing.
No BFS fishing, Jeff. We're not doing BFS fishing, all right? So right now here in Arizona, we're in a late spring, right? So the spawn is already gone. The shad spawn is already gone. The fish are feeding up, and I get to go out early in the mornings and catch them on Topwater. Oh, got one. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, it's a fucking good one. Don't take me in the tree. Don't take me in the tree. Oh, I'm in the tree. Boom! Boom. Hell yeah. There we go. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah. There he goes. Yeah, there we go. Well, shad spawn is over now, but these fish are still eating topwater early. Little guy. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. There we go. These fish are so warm. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, got him. Baby striper. I have no control over him. I have control, but he's digging. Come on, buddy, that's a big one. Holy fuck, that's a big one. It's a good way to start the day, huh? This right here is my favorite combo for the smaller topwater baits.
Okay.
Right? So it's a dirty little combo. The reel, I've been through so many different reels with this rod, right? And this one right here is the one that I feel has done the best for me. I can cast things very far with it. It holds a ton of line. I'm using a light line. It holds a ton of it, so I can cast it. The rod has the perfect topwater action for me.
It does.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Like, when you're working those topwaters, you don't want a rod that's too fast or you're just going to pull the baits towards you.
Yeah.
You won't want a rod that's too slow or it's really not going to do anything. It's going to be a popper every time no matter what you got on there, right? So this bait right here, I know you've heard us say it hundreds of times that the jerkbait rod makes the perfect topwater rod.
Yes.
Right? So for the smaller stuff, I'm talking about small poppers, small walking baits, stuff like that, small little wake baits, all that kind of stuff. this is the combo that I like to use. It's been really successful for me. I've been out there the last couple weeks just hammering down on some topwater fish, having a good time with it. The rod has a lot of power. Okay, so we're so used to using like a 610 jerkbait rod at 4.5 usually.
Yep.
This one is a little bit lighter. It's going to be coming at a F4. That's why I'm not using it for any of the bigger stuff. It's a little bit lighter, but it has the same exact action as every other jerkbait rod on the market that has a good action. Some of them don't have good actions.
Yeah.
But every proper jerkbait rod has the same action, even though it's shorter at 6'5".
Oh.
Right, short rod.
Yeah.
I can stand on the bank. I can work those top waters. I can stand on a boat. I'm not slapping the water. I don't have to go sideways. I can control it. I can fish around things. I have a lot of control with this rod and this reel combo right here. It works out great for me. I am using an 11-pound Almight on here, right? Followed by a fluorocarbon leader. Sometimes I just go straight braid. Sometimes I add the leader on there depending on where I'm fishing and what the conditions are. But when I do use a leader, it's always fluoro.
Okay.
All right. So right now I have a 10-pound FC leader.
Okay.
All right. So sometimes I'll change it up, but the baits I'm using are not very big, so no need to go any heavier than maybe like a 12. Right. P5s have really small guides on them, so getting leader knots through guides can kind of be stressful, and you're hearing them clinking through them. So the smaller the line, the smaller the knot. You have a good time with it, all right? I chose to go with a left-handed reel.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
So if I am working it to the side, I'm normally casting out, and the left-handed movement, I'm moving it towards my left. So the left-handed movement makes the most sense to me. So I like to use the left-handed rod. I can do either or, but for this technique right here with this rod, I go left-handed. My one step up topwater rod is on a right-handed reel. So that's what I do. It's easy to control.
Yes. I
mean, you'll see me cast one-handed a lot with this.
I mean, it's so compact and small and light.
Yeah, it's super small, and you can get super accurate with it.
Yeah.
Right? So you just get them in these little holes. You know, I fish in places that have a lot of overhanging trees. So trying to like land things like, you know, just at the edge, or maybe like try to get it underneath. You can't skip hard baits very well, so you got to have a lot of control. I feel like with this combo is what I have the most control over. Right. So what are my favorite baits to throw?
Yeah. What are you throwing?
Right. So obviously, number one.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, Kicknocker Pup on this rod right here. This is the most dominant walking bait on the planet to me.
It gets bit, man.
Yeah, I don't throw another one that gets bit as much as this one right here. And you have two versions of it. Smaller version for the smaller combo, but something about it just, I don't know if it's the sound.
That sound is so good.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Yes.
The way it sits in the water, it walks. I mean, it's beautiful. And then when you're using it with that 110 stick, you have so much control over what you're doing, right? So, Kicknocker Pup, I like to throw on it. I like to also throw a popper on there.
Oh, okay.
All right. Pop X. Pretty traditional popper right here.
Yep.
Not doing a ton of walking with it, just splashing it and letting it sit. Splash, sit, splash, sit. Right there. And then I like a Pulse Cod Jr. Pulse Cod Jr. It has, you can't really feel it or hear it here, but it has a little vibrating spring in there.
Little
so
boingy thing.
Yeah. Loud plops in the water. Plop it and let it sit, and it vibrates for seconds after you're done. After you're done with your pop. Right. This will walk if you need it to, but it definitely does better for me after a pop and a pause. So like Pulse Cod Jr. And then the Rico. All right, the Rico is an Arizona staple. The bass love it.
Gotta have one.
It's a great popper, and I go both sizes on Rico. I go Rico and Rio Rico. The rod handles it, both of them perfectly fine. All right, the Rico is probably one of the most consistent poppers on the market. You can, every time you move it, you're going to get that sound. It's going to be a different type sound than any other popper out there also. So that's what I like to throw on it. There it is, Jeff.
Do you do you find that having that shorter rod, you're getting less distance on some of these casts, or do you feel like the reel kind of compensates that?
I think that's why I really like this reel, because I can launch these baits.
Okay.
They're going far. I don't really feel like I'm missing anything.
Okay.
Right? It's just sometimes throwing like a Pop X on a 110 special,
Yeah.
that rod is just too big.
Oh.
And then before I started using this, I would just go to a spinning rod.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So going with this, it's allowing me to get smaller baits the same distances as I'm getting
As
those
a
larger
spinning.
baits.
Okay.
And the spinning rod,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
So but
yeah.
now I'm not having to use a spinning rod. Doing a popper or a jerk bait or something like that on a spinning rod all day,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of wears you out, right? It's the angle of the motion that you're using. It kind of wears you out. If I wanted to go casting, I could do it a jerk bait on a spinning rod all day.
Yeah.
But the Topwaters was just kind of wearing me out. I switched to this, and I'm never going back. This is
Really?
the dirtiest combo that I can think of for doing that.
For doing that.
Right? I mean, you can tell it's always in my hand.
Yeah.
I've had this
It
rod
works.
for just a few months, and I'm using it all the time. I do put it in the dirt a lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, no problems with it. I'm not missing fish.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
keeping them pinned. I
Yeah.
mean, once that rod bends,
It loads up.
it's loaded, and
Mhm.
you just have them there. I usually like to hold it up high, and that rod just
Does all the work for you.
does it all for me.
Yeah.
So if you're in the market for a new topwater combo and you like throwing the smaller stuff, Megabass Destroyer P5 110 stick, Alderbaran BFS. There you go.
Can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.